from the station you count on for local news that matters. This is KARK for today.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Wednesday morning. Time now 5:01. I'm DJ Williams here with Hillary Hunt and Claire Kratz.
We do want to get to our top story this morning. We are continuing our back to school coverage, and there's a new school right here in Central Arkansas. It's unlike any other in the state.
Yeah, classes at the new Arkansas Military and First Responders Academy start today. Tylisa Hampton joins us there live this morning with an inside look. Good morning, Tylisa.
Yeah, Claire, today is the first day of school at the Arkansas Military and First Responders Academy. Joining me now is Lieutenant Colonel Smetley. Can you tell me how you're feeling about the first day of school?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see the cadets. I'm excited to see the parents and the teachers and the faculty. We're going to have a great school year.
Can you tell me what students will be learning here?
Well, they're going to learn a few things. So one, we're a college prep school, so we're going to have our STEM, we're going to have our coding, cybersecurity, and pre-engineering. But we also are the first school in the state to have a full JROTC program. And that means that every cadet will be a part of the JROTC program. They don't have to join the military, but we also have a first responder piece. So our cadets will get information on law enforcement, cybersecurity, firefighting, and emergency medical services.
So last question, just any words of wisdom for the students coming in here today?
Want to tell them to embrace the opportunity, embrace this moment. We want them to enjoy this chapter in their life.
All right, thank you so much, and we'll have a sneak peek inside, guys. We'll see you right back here at 5:30. Reporting in Little Rock, I'm Tylisa Hampton. Back to you. Yeah, joining us again is Lieutenant Colonel Smetley. Smetley, we're in the supply room. Can you tell me what all students will get in here?
Well, what they'll get is they'll get their uniforms and their boots and their t-shirts, everything they need to wear every day.
And can you give us a little sneak peek of what's in some of these boxes?
Absolutely. So they'll get their blouse and their trousers. They wear this every day, but they'll also get their what we call their PT shorts, their physical training shorts. So they'll get to wear these when we have outdoor activities and when it's warm outside. But we'll also give them socks and we'll give them their boots and their shoes. But we want to make sure that they have everything they need so they can focus on the education.
And you know, you were telling me earlier that there are 11 academies like this across the country. Can you tell me why this is important?
Well, this is important because it's the first in Arkansas. It gives Arkansans, especially Central Arkansans, an opportunity for a new way to have education so that we can have a variety of classes and curriculum. So we want to make sure we give them exposure to as many opportunities after high school. We believe in three things: keep them safe, keep them challenged, and prepared for life after high school.
And so there are 80 students for the first day, and then there are 9th and 10th grade. But what about 11th and 12th?
Well, next year, when they matriculate, we'll bring in another 150 ninth graders, and every year we'll bring in 150 till we get to about 600 students.
And can you tell me how you feel about that with the possibility of having 600 students in the future?
I want to tell you, it's a little overwhelming, but I'm excited because I love working with Arkansas youth. I want them to have fun, and I want to be a part of this chapter in their life.
And then you also told me that students that come here, they do not have to apply to the military.
No, they don't have to join the military. They don't have to be a first responder. They don't have to go to college, but we want to make sure that when they walk across that stage with their diploma, they have a realistic plan for the way ahead after high school.
Can you tell me, what you're most excited about cadets getting here on campus and having them learn?
I want them to take ownership. So that's what I'm excited about. This is their school. And so I want them to find value in the school and themselves, and I want them to have pride in AMFRA.
All right, thank you so much. And we'll have so much more later on. Reporting in Little Rock, I'm Tylisa Hampton. Back to you. Good morning, Claire. Yeah, today is the first day for the Arkansas Military and First Responders Academy. Right now, I'm in one of the many classrooms that they have for cadets, and joining me is Lieutenant Colonel Smetley. Can you tell me what they would be learning inside this classroom?
Well, they're going to be learning about the JROTC program. So they'll learn about military history. They'll learn about military leadership as well as rank structure, and they'll be able to conduct drill and marksmanship as well.
And today is the first day of school. Can you tell me how you're feeling?
I'm feeling excited. It's been a long time coming. So a lot of work, a lot of support from the community, from our government agencies, parents, faculty, teachers. And so we're just excited to bring it all together and see these kids grow.
What do you want your cadets to know? Because I know you said that you're starting off with 80 for 9th and 10th grade.
I want them to know, first and foremost, I believe in the saying, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So I want them to know that we care about them. We care about their well-being. We care about their future. And we want them to know that they have the opportunities and exposure here at AMFRA that we're able to give them and help them prepare for a life after high school.
And I know you were telling me that all of this was free for the cadets.
Yes. Yes. So free tuition, free laptops, free uniforms, free backpacks, but we want them to keep the focus on education. So we want to take away any of the stress that would come from purchasing any of the things and give parents a sense of reassurance that we are keeping our focus on your child's education.
And you also told me that the cadets that go here, they do not have to join the military after.
No, they don't have to join the military. They're going to be a part of the JRTC program. We also have a first responder curriculum, but they don't have to join the military or become a first responder or go to college. But we want to make sure when they walk across that stage at graduation, they have a plan for the future.
Thank you so much. We'll have so much more on the inside look inside this new school. Reporting in Little Rock, I'm Talisa Hampton. Back to you. Yeah, Hillary, it's really amazing what they're doing at this new school, Arkansas Military and First Responders Academy. Joining us now, I have Lieutenant Colonel Smedley with us. You know, we were talking, this is actually, every school needs a cafeteria. This is where we are right now. But what are some of the first things that cadets will do when they come to campus?
Well, when they get here, we're first going to give them, they're going to be greeted with a smile. We're going to be excited to see them, but we're going to take them in front of the school outside and we're going to have morning formation. So every day we have morning formation here at the school right in front where everyone can see that's driving by. They're all going to be wearing this uniform and it may be a little different than mine, but we're going to make sure they get right. And then we're going to recite the cadet creed. This is a creed that instills in them and reminds them of why they're here and the value that they give to the community and to their families and to the school. And so after they recite the cadet creed, they will select their own leadership, and those leaders will take accountability and they'll make sure that they know where they're going to go next. They're going to come to the cafeteria and they're going to receive what we call their Chromebooks, and then they go to their first class.
All right, so can you tell me how you're feeling about that first class?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see them in their seats. This is something I have envisioned for over a year. And so to actually be here only a few hours away from it, I'm really excited.
And then, you know, you said that there were 11 academies like this over the country. Can you tell me why it's important?
Well, it's important because it's a new way to give our cadets an opportunity and exposure to careers after high school. So we want to make sure that they have exposure to all the first responder aspects, the law enforcement, the firefighting, as well as the emergency medical services. And they also get exposure to our JRTC program. It doesn't mean they have to join the military, but it gives them that leadership opportunity. Every cadet here will serve in a leadership role before they leave.
All right, thank you so much for hanging in with us this morning. And we'll have the full story later on KARK, and we'll even hear from some students. Reporting in Little Rock, I'm Talisa Hampton. Back to you.